finally get time to rest. No deadlines, no urgency, nothing pending. And for that moment, it feels good. There's a slight exhale, a sense of space opening up, maybe even a quiet thought. I needed this. But then, slowly, something changes. The silence doesn't stay peaceful for long. Your hand reaches for your phone, almost without thinking. You open up, scroll, pause, switch, or your mind starts filling the space. What's next? What am I forgetting? Let me check this one. And within minutes, the space you were waiting for is gone, replaced, not intentionally, just automatically. Almost like you don't fully know how to stay in it. Welcome to Lead Your Path, a podcast about the inner side of leadership. I'm your host, Swagata Palharia, and here we explore the mindset shifts that shape how we perform, grow, and lead. We often think we are tired because we are doing too much, and sometimes that's true. But there's another layer that doesn't get spoken about enough. Even when you get a break, you don't always feel rested. Even when things slow down, you don't always feel calm. There's a subtle discomfort that shows up in stillness. Not loud enough to alarm you, not strong enough to stop you, but present enough that you keep moving past it. And over time, you stop noticing it consciously. But you respond to it automatically by staying busy, by filling space, by never quite allowing things to be empty. Let's slow this down and look closely. You are in between tasks. There is a small gap. You could pause, take a break, but instead, you open up another tab. Not because it's urgent, but because that gap feels slightly uncomfortable to sit in. Or you're watching something, not fully engaged, not fully interested, but you keep watching it. Because turning it off would mean sitting in silence. And silence feels heavier than background noise. You are traveling, looking out of the window. For a brief second, you are just there. No output, no input. And almost immediately, your mind interrupts it. You check your phone, think about your work, you plan something, as if stillness needs to be replaced quickly. You try to rest intentionally. You sit down, you tell yourself, I'm not going to do anything. And suddenly, your mind becomes louder, not calmer. Thoughts surface, unfinished questions, unprocessed feelings, things you have been postponing, all come up. And in that moment, doing nothing doesn't feel peaceful. It feels uncomfortable in a way you didn't expect. And maybe the most honest one. You realize you don't really have anything you do just for the sake of being. Everything has a purpose, a result, an outcome, a reason. Even rest becomes rest so I can be productive later. At some point, slowly, quietly, you adapted to a certain way of being, where your days are structured, where your time is accounted for, your value is visible. You solve, you respond, you move things forward, and you get really good in doing it. But in that process, something else didn't get built: the ability to just be with yourself without needing direction. Because when you are not doing anything, there is nothing external to hold on to. No role, no output, no validation, just you. And if you haven't spent time there, that space can feel unfamiliar, even slightly unsettling. So, you do what you have learned to do best. That is, you move. Not because something needs to be done, but because movement feels safer than stillness. Maybe this isn't about learning how to rest better. Maybe it's about learning how to stay. Stay in a moment without needing to change it. Stay with a feeling without immediately managing it. Stay with yourself without needing to do something. Because right now, rest feels like a gap you need to fill. But what if it's actually a space you haven't learned how to enter yet? So the next time you find yourself reaching for something, just pause. Not for long, just long enough to notice what's happening. What am I feeling right before I distract myself? What does this moment feel like without interference? And gently, what am I avoiding by staying in motion? And if you want to go further deeper, if I didn't need to be productive right now, who would I be in this moment? You don't need to answer it. Just let the question exist. Not every uncomfortable feeling needs to be fixed. Some are just invitations to slow down, to notice, to reconnect. And this one, this quiet discomfort in stillness, is not a problem. It's just a space you are not used to being in it yet. Until next time, lead your path.